Well, once again, it's just such a joy to see each of you here today. And it was such a joy to have so many kids here today. It'll be a fun brunch with them too. My name's Emily, and today's topic is Inner Awakening, Who Am I? And I have been, for several weeks, contemplating different ways this question can filter through our minds and our meditations. Who am I? I realized I don't actually think about it worded that way that much. But it is kind of the reason I meditate. If I think of why do I meditate? It's because I want to get more of this thing that when I first started meditating, got a little taste of some kind of deeper level of peace than I'd ever felt before, or a more lasting peace, or a different kind of joy than regular life experiences create. And just that little taste was enough to give me a little hunger for a little more and a little more. And over time, I've come to feel like that might be what there is an essence of me inside of that I'm trying to find. Maybe is all those things in the grandest sense, the greatest love imaginable, the unending peace, the limitless joy, what we would all desire in everything that's going on, and changeless that lasts through all the twists and turns of life, all the ups and downs. So I'm not really going around asking, who am I, that often. But for me, it's there, I guess, as what I'm seeking. And we use the term self-realization a lot at Sunburst. We use the term God realization. These terms really, it's been stated many different ways by many different people. I like the really succinct one that Anandamayi Ma said. She's an Indian saint. Self-realization is God realization, and God realization is self-realization. If we get to, if we're heading towards either of those, we're really heading to the same thing. What is that bliss and joy, that essence that is in us, that we can get glimpses of, and that we can move more and more towards? Maybe that is also how we realize God. So there is a traditional approach to this. One of the many traditional approaches to self-realization is a who am I meditation. And in it, you ask yourself, who am I? And then you allow space for an answer to come up. So when I was not meditating and thinking about this right away, guess what happened? Who am I? Boing, 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 boing. All these answers started coming at me that are like the traditional ways we answer that in life when we're out and about doing our regular active things. Who am I? My name, first thing. What I do for a job. Oh, my relationships. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a daughter, I'm a friend, I'm a member of the Sunburst Community, where we could all say these types of things. And those are not obviously really what's getting me to self-realization. But those are layers I need to work with to kind of they are a part of what I'm conceiving of as my identity. And so if I want to know some kind of deeper level of identity, I have to be willing to let those soften and not be so firmly held in my mind as what my identity is. And so I worked some days I'd be very resistant to letting those go. It's very interesting because they're familiar. Even some qualities, whether we think we're good at numbers or bad at numbers, whether we think we're very responsible or forgetful, or even things that, whether they're good or bad, or how we perceive them, they're familiar, so it's easier to hang on to those. But still I had this taste of the greater peace, the greater love. So I kept trying the who am I meditation to see if something could come of it. And what I found was it's best to already get very calmed down before you start it. Don't ask yourself while you're in the middle of your busy day, because then you're just going to get all these answers that aren't helping you that much. But in meditation, if you can get very calm with your breath, and you can be observing your breath, and your heart is open to that grander love, and welcoming that peace and joy, then that's the time to ask, who am I? At least for me, that was the time that worked. Also, sometimes you can ask it different ways. Some people ask, who is thinking these thoughts? Who is the me that is watching my breath come in and out? Who is the me that can even ask, who is watching the breath? The hugging saint, known as Amma, or Mata Amritanandamayi Ma, stated, "Divinity is in you. Eternal beauty and divine fragrance are potent within you. But just like an unopened flower, your heart is closed right now from your false sense of pride. Because of this, you have not realized your true existence in consciousness. Through spiritual practice, the flower bud of your heart will eventually open up its petals, and you will realize your identity with supreme consciousness." Sunburst founder Norman Paulsen also stated something very similar. "The kingdom of God is within you. This is the incredible truth that is revealed as you practice the ancient technique of meditation and contemplate the miracle of your own existence." So let's take some time to find a comfortable place to sit. And you can take a couple of approaches during our quiet meditation here. Always important is to first become calm and relaxed. And this can be done, you can have a whole meditation just of that. It's quite lovely, actually. You can just, if you start by closing your eyes and noticing your breath, you don't even have to do anything different with your breath. You can just begin to notice it coming in and coming out. Maybe it feels a little cooler coming in and a little warmer coming out. You may feel your chest rising and falling, your abdomen filling and relaxing. Just noticing. And open your heart to that vision of the divine fragrance and eternal beauty. The truth and the love and the peace of our own nature. And you can allow the sound of the bowls to carry you deeper into that quiet space of observing and open-hearted, inviting. experiences of spirit are also personal to each one of us. And to each moment. We may feel, we may hear, we may see within us, or none of those may happen, but it's personal to us. In the Who Am I meditation, after you ask the question, you may perceive a possible answer. And then you contemplate that a bit and ask again, who is the me that gave me that thought? Who is the me that gave me that insight? When we have an experience of peace or heart-opening love, it's worth treasuring. Some people recommend a meditation diary or journal, because it might not happen every single time you sit down to meditate. Then you have the memory of your experience to remind you and encourage you. There's always more where that came from. For you, for each one of us, there's always more. It's always waiting for us. As we let go of the other layers of identity that we've built up, we are in safe, welcoming arms. Our shining selves are always there for us. We can describe it in our journals. We can hear others' descriptions of it. And these are all encouraging and give us a direction to look, and hope and encouragement. But it's really so grand that it defies description. When I hear the name I am that I am used for the divine, I think of that reason. What else could be said? I accept I exist. I am that I am. It is. This essence, this existence is. We are part of it. It is in us. It is bigger than us. I invite you to join me in a prayer. I am that I am.
I am that I am.
Source of divine peace and joy.
Source of divine peace and joy.
Our Mother and Father.
Our Mother and Father.
Eternal changeless one.
Eternal changeless one.
May we stay attuned.
May we stay attuned
to your shining bliss.
to your shining bliss.
That is your nature and our nature.
That is your nature and our nature.
May we see it in everyone we meet.
May we see it in everyone we meet.
May we realize it in ourselves.
May we realize it in ourselves.
And may we bring ever greater peace and joy to this world. Amen.
Soham Shivaham, Soham Shivaham, Soham Shivaham, Soham Shivaham,
Soham Shivaham, Soham Shivaham, Soham Shivaham, Soham Shivaham.
I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am.
I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am.
I'm neither body nor mind, immortal self I am. I'm neither body nor mind, immortal self I am.
I'm neither body nor mind, immortal self I am. I'm neither body nor mind, immortal self I am.
I'm neither body